Justin Trudeau's questionable connections and his religious double standard. I'm Brian Lilly with the Rebel.media. Justin Trudeau skipped going to any 9/11 memorials to mark the 15th anniversary of the horrific terrorist attacks that killed 2,600 people, including 26 Canadians. But on September 12th, he was at the Ottawa Mosque to celebrate the end of the Hajj, the annual pilgrimage to Mecca, to speak about Canadian values, including equality, even as men and women were completely segregated inside the mosque. Men on the main floor, women upstairs, something Trudeau even alluded to.
We are a place that has figured out that diversity can be a source of strength, not just a source of weakness. And as I look at this beautiful room with the sisters upstairs, everyone here.
Did you see that? He smiled as he saluted the sisters upstairs. Isn't this a man who celebrated having an equal number of men and women in his cabinet? The man who said, because it's 2015. And yet, as he speaks, the only women on the main floor in the main room of the mosque are local Liberal MPs that walked in with him. The rest of the women, they're relegated to being upstairs in the balcony. Now, I'm not one that wants politicians telling religious groups how to live their lives, how to practice their faith. But Trudeau has no problem doing that with Catholics. He calls himself one, but he's also called their positions on abortion and other issues repugnant. But when he goes to a mosque, he smiles and he salutes the sisters upstairs. Odd, don't you think? He then started talking about the values that shape Canada. Well, first off, I didn't think we had any values. Isn't that what we've been told by people like Trudeau and the media parties in the last 2 weeks since Kelly Leitch asked about screening immigrants and refugees for anti-Canadian values? I mean, Trudeau even denounced this talk of values. He said we shouldn't be having it. Now he goes to a mosque and he speaks of Canadian values, including equality, while the room is segregated.
We are a country defined on shared values. Values that go beyond religion or ethnicity or language. Values that we all share. Openness, respect, compassion, a willingness to work hard, a desire to be there for each other, a search for justice, for equality, for opportunity.
All right, let's see that equality in action. I want you to look at the difference between the main floor of the mosque as Trudeau is walking out. He's being mobbed by men only. Men wanting to shake his hand, take a photo with him, and then up above, the women kept on upstairs on the balcony. They're trying to take photos as well, but they're not allowed near him. Is this Canadian equality in action? I'd say no. I'd say that if this were a non-Muslim group, Trudeau would not have visited them or would have made comments about the segregation. Neither would I say it's Canadian values to visit a mosque that links from its website to another website that promotes the collapse of the West and the replacement of Western civilization with Islam. Let me quote, "Once the Western civilization collapses, Islam will be the alternative in Islam only. Are Muslims aware as they face the temptations of the atheists of this divine fact of Allah's rule?" That's on a site called Islam Way that the mosque links to under the heading Sites for New Muslims. The mosque is headed up by Imam Sami Metwali, a proud member of the International Union of Muslim Scholars, a Muslim Brotherhood-affiliated organization. Such links, such practices would not be acceptable to Prime Minister Trudeau and his office if it were a non-Muslim place of worship. Yet this is another example of Justin Trudeau's hypocrisy and the media letting him get away with it.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.